Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. Question posed by this video is, will Thai immigration employ a quote-unquote service mind when they are doing their business? Reason I got to thinking of this was from a recent article in ASEAN Now, ASEANnow.com. Article is titled, Immigration Told to Clean Up Their Act Employ a, quote, service mind, unquote, no playing on phones and no bribes. We discussed this in another video about playing on phones, etc. But quoting directly from this particular article, number 7 was an order for the office to have contingency plans ready to cope with an expected influx of more tourists now the country is fully reopened again. He said that immigration was a first contact in Thailand for many tourists and they needed to present a good face to protect the image of the country. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, especially as a Thai. You know, immigration, especially for tourists, business immigration and non-immigrant extensions and things like that, that's kind of a different animal. But when you're dealing with folks, they've come in, they've only been to Thailand one time, they came in on a 30-day stamp, they fell in love with the place, they want to stay an extra 30 days, and importantly, spend their money here. Let's make it easy for them to do that. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. I think it was a good idea for this immigration officer to go down there and maybe encourage that. Quoting further, this meant having a, quote, service mind, unquote, when it came to dealing with visitors to immigration. And again, in the context of tourism, I think it's probably likely we may see that, a kind of service-oriented attitude toward tourists. Meanwhile, again, non-immigrants, I think, are going to continue to be treated much the same way we've seen in the past. Again, and I've stated this over and over, especially in the past couple of years, Thai immigration, especially in the context of non-immigrant long-term visa holders, has taken much more of an immigration law enforcement approach rather than taking the paradigm that these are administrative matters. And notwithstanding the fact I definitely think it's a good idea for immigration to present a good face, a service mind to tourists especially, I also think it's probably unlikely to expect big changes with respect to how things get processed in a non-immigrant context. Now, whether that's good or bad, not really the point of this video. I could get into a video and get into that, but I'm pretty sure avid viewers are well aware of what I would think. But the point of this video is, in a tourist context, I definitely think we probably will expect kind of this more service-minded approach. Meanwhile, remember, non-immigrant visas are not the same as tourist visas. It's a different department, and they look at those differently. They look at non-immigrant visa applications differently. It's just scrutinized differently. And then finally, quote, that meant a swift service and no waiting in outside tents or in long, embarrassing queues. Yeah, again, I think that's a great idea. You know, we need to get tourism back here. We need to get back on our feet. We need that tourism money, no doubt. We need that addition to GDP. You know, I've been proud of Thailand. We've weathered this as well as any place could do, I think, under the circumstances. But it's time to get back on our feet. It's time to get back what we do best, and it's time to start earning some money again and getting tourism back to where it needs to be.